Welcome back to Brave Birds News, one of the best places for sports. And LeBron James is in the news again. He has signed a $52.6 million contract. And I am not a LeBron James hater. I really don't care too much either way to get into the conversation about LeBron or Jordan, but LeBron James was born in 1984. I mean, we have to just slow down and marinate on that. 1984. This guy could have gone to high school with me. Granted, he would have been younger than me in a younger grade, but LeBron James and I could have gone to high school together. When LeBron James was born, Ronald Reagan was the president. When LeBron James was born, the Nintendo had not made it to the United States yet. We knew about Mario and Donkey Kong, but as far as what we know is Super Mario Brothers and all those games, they were not. There was no Duck Hunt in 1984. In 1984, kids played Atari in a very inferior version of Atari. You know, Atari had the 2600 and all of those versions of Atari. In 1984, kids went to arcades when they wanted to have fun and they rode their bikes. We were 15 years away from anything resembling the internet. That is how old LeBron James is. And I'm not saying as a hater, I'm saying, dang, this dude born in 1984 is still doing it at a very high level in the NBA. Anybody that's playing any kind of professional sport that could have gone to high school with me, I am just totally impressed with, because as somebody that is now entered their mid 40s, everything hurts no matter what. I was building a bed for my daughter, for one of my daughters. I was helping my wife build a bed for one of our daughters, and the next morning my upper back and my right shoulder blade were hurting. Why did that happen? I mean, it wasn't even anything difficult. Now, granted, we did a little bit of moving things around, but what I'm getting at is LeBron James was born in 1984, and he's still playing productively in the NBA. He's tying records with Vince Carter. Just so many things as far as longevity. This guy is still doing his thing, and he has decided to stick with the Lakers for another year. But you can see the background I have. You can see why I have my concerns. I mean, it is very rare in 2025 where you can get three people or three entities to agree on anything. I promise you right now, if you ask what's the color outside of the sky, some people would say purple, some would say blue, some would say green. That is where we are right now. But I digress, and that is a story and a post for another day. So for three of the most respected sports related entities, whatever you want to call it, USA Today says that, the Lakers are, predicted to be the ninth best team in basketball next year. ESPN says the Lakers are predicted to be the ninth best team in basketball, and Sports Illustrated. So three of the biggest names in sports, whatever you want to call things nowadays, are all saying that the Lakers are the ninth best team after the draft, after the season, after OKC won their championship. But it is even more disconcerting because if anybody's been watching basketball for the past 30 to 40 years, we know that the Western Conference, unfortunately, I'm a big Hawks fan. We know that the Western Conference is always better than the Eastern Conference. Is always tougher. Obviously, we've had teams from the Eastern Conference win the championship, but we know that in general, if you're of any age or watched NBA or looked at the standings in the past 20 to 40 years, it is no doubt about it that it is much tougher to get to the conference finals in the West than it is in the East. And it's not going to be any, exception, most likely next year. So even though the Lakers are predicted to be the ninth best team starting next year, when it comes to the Western Conference, depending on, who you listen to and who you believe, they believe the Lakers will be the fifth to seventh, it's crazy, best team in the Western Conference. 5th to 7th. I mean, I had a video out recently where I was like, man, why did Aaron Rodgers pick a team in the AFC? Because the Steelers, are gonna be in the same division as Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. We haven't even talked about the Chiefs or the Bills or the Bengals or some upstart team. We always talk about it. We know that there's always an upstart team that we're not expecting to do well that is going to do well. And I was like, man, Aaron Rodgers should have picked a team in the NFC. The Saints would have been my favorite pick, but I understand why he picked the Steelers. Same thing with LeBron. I mean, I understand the loyalty. I mean, he has his life. He is a human. We sometimes treat these players like they're robots. I mean, he has kids. He has a wife. He has things that he likes and doesn't like. So he can't just go, and he's done that. I mean, he played for the Cavs. I mean, I know it's kind of his hometown. He played for the Heat, so he's played where he needs to play. But man, right now, the Western Conference, I don't think anybody would disagree, is getting stronger. And I think a lot of people would think that the Eastern Conference is stabilized or getting weaker. But with that being said, I mean, $52.6 million, whatever it's going to be after taxes and all the things that the agents and all those things know, it's a lot of money. And loyalty is something, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Should LeBron James have re-signed with the Lakers? Should he have retired and just enjoyed his money, or should he have gone to another team? Let me know your thoughts. But otherwise, I'll talk to you next time.